today is about the vintage knitting and crochet patterns. And as you can see, the first thing I have is a book which we're going to have a look at. Now this is my mum's and I think this was my grandma's before that. I'm not sure where the ownership came in, but it has come down the family line. Obviously not too far back because of the age of the book. Now most of it is knitting. There is a little bit of crochet in there as well. So my mum has made me quite a few things. I can remember as a child her making me things from this book as well. So yeah, quite the treasured possession, this one. So we're going to have a look at that. And what set me off on thinking about vintage patterns was I got a lovely message from a school friend of mine. We've been in contact bits and bobs over the years, and she just sent me a message to say was I interested in some vintage patterns she'd got because she was sorting out her mum's possessions. So these are what she sent me, and I'm really grateful for this. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Again, a lot of knitting, not had a chance to have a proper look through yet, so I'm going to have a look through with you at the same time. And I just love old patterns. I mean, some of them are just printed off, as you can see, and some of these are really old patterns from magazines and things like that. So we're going to have a little look. I'm not showing my mum yet, so she's going to love me when I do, because you know I'm going to ask her to make some of it. So we can have a look at that later when she gets round to doing it. So we're going to have a look at both these, both the book and right way around would help, the book and these, see if there's anything I fancy. I might have a go at one of the crochet ones in here because I've never tried it. But I know that there are, I think there's only about half a dozen patterns that are crochet. Most of it is knitting. But yes, we're going to have a look. So I hope you're going to join me. Come top down and have a look. Let me know if you've got this, or if you've got some of these, or if you've got old patterns that you love. I know, as I say, some of them my mum's reproduced again now for me, which were the ones I had when I was a child, and now I've got them again. So it is really nice, lots of nostalgia, etc, etc. So let's go top down and have a nosy. So let's have a look at these vintage patterns. Oh, I just love an old pattern. I don't know, I just think it's like that vintage nostalgia, etc, etc. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? So we'll look at the book second, and I just wanted to have a little look at these patterns that my friend had very kindly sent to me. It was nice to think she'd thought about what I do and everything. So some of these patterns are clearly a mixture of ages. So we do have a little bit of Barbie there, so I think that's the whole of hers. So we have a little, quite like the little cardigan and the little vest top. I don't know how well you can see that there. And it's just, can you see we've got a little vest top there? I think that's quite cute. So there's a couple of definites there. As I say, my mum's going to be cursing me when I pass them on. Now, these are obviously photocopy ones, but I don't know whether you've noticed that if you buy a pattern off eBay, that is, you go, oh, vintage pattern, I will buy that. Make sure you read everything, because quite often they are photocopies, which fair enough, it keeps the old one in good condition. But then again, somebody's profiting from an awful lot of photocopying. And I think that's just all one pattern again. So we have another cardigan and a skirt. I'm not sure whether that's a separate hat. Is it a separate hat, or has it got a hood? It's a hood, which is quite good. I like things with hoods, so you can see that one. We have a little bikini set for our Barbie, or whether it be bikini or underwear. It's saying it's baby yarn, so it is quite fine. Baby yarn, that's the problem with the old patterns. They don't always match with the new yarns that are about. Because again, we've got this one. It does say Peyton's Grace baby yarn. So we might be able to find it, or at least find what its comparison is, because it looks very fine to me. So I think you could probably be going towards a 4-ply, I think, for that. So there's a couple more there. I don't want to mix them up, because I think like that then follows on to this one, for example. So we have a knitted coat for Barbie. You can see by the style of the Barbie that they're sort of older Barbies, can't you? So let's have a look. Oh, look at that. So we've got some little socks, knitted underwear and socks. You always need some knitted underwear, don't we? Again, Peyton's Grace. The lady probably preferred this yarn, so that's probably why she printed them off. So I think the socks are cute. I do like the idea of socks. More like little bed socks. I don't think you get any shoes on over that. Now this one's showing its age, because it does say a Native American outfit. Now some people would find that a little bit uncomfortable nowadays. Shall we just call it a poncho? I think that is a really nice poncho, actually. I think that's a lovely poncho. So yeah, I like that one. Now our pages are folded over now, so let's see if I can. Oh, I think I'm going to get a bit mixed up. again, these are all Barbies. So we have a little hat and a little dress. The dress is cute. I hope I'm not messing these up because we'll not be able to, my mum will be cursing me. Now that's a dress I've seen before, so that is quite nice. I like that one. And I think we'll just have, oh, I was going to say just have a flick through, but I quite like that. It's like a jumper dress. I think it's one piece. It might be two pieces, but I quite like that. Purple sweater in 3 pieces. I'm not sure. So we've got some nice little sort of summer tops. There is a basic dress pattern there. It's what I love, almost like a tracksuit. Love hats. You know I love hats. So I do like that one though. I'll have to see if I can get her to do that one because I think that would look really nice on a vintage Cindy. We have a wedding dress. We have another little set, a little 2-piece. I must admit, there are definitely more patterns out there for Barbie than there are for Cindy, but they're almost identical. The only thing is with the old Barbie, obviously her shaping, that's cute. I like that one. Her shaping was a little bit more extreme than old Cindy's. So you do sometimes sort of struggle to sort of get the fit. Let me put them over there. I'm dying to get to these really old ones here. This is what, so I hope I'm not rushing. Oh, that's quite nice though. I like that cardigan. That might be a tick as well. And then we've got a very fancy lace trim dress. Not sure about the skirt, but I sort of quite like the top. We've got a nice square neckline, puff sleeves and things. I like that. I like that a lot. Now this one, wow. To me, now other doll collectors, please correct me on this one. Is that patch? I think it is. It just says to fit a 9-inch doll. The terminology sometimes is it just shows how things have changed in life. I don't know whether you can read some of that first part there, some of the way they refer to things. It doesn't say, but I reckon that's a patch doll. Again, it's a Peyton's yarn. Please address any knitted inquiries of this booklet to Mrs. Sarah Bell, Peyton's and Baldwin Limited. I mean, obviously not now because that was quite a long time ago, so if there was any issues. But you know, that's Patch. It's got to be Patch, hasn't it? So obviously if you like your Cindy's, you know who Patch is. She's Cindy's little sister. So yeah, that's quite a special pattern, that one. Pretty special. Now we have some Cindy ones here. Look, she's got a buggy there. I've got that buggy. Again, some of these probably will be in here, but they did have a tendency to put them in magazines. I like that cardigan. Mum might have some of these. I'm going to have to get her to check through what she's got. Oh, we've got a different doll again there. Don't know how big that doll is. We'd have to sort of check its sizing out. Looks like it might be a shorter one. Oh, love that jumper. Can you see that jumper? Can you see it? It's got those little holes in it. Little holes. I'm sure holes is not the correct term. Oh, look at that. Now that's got to be old. I mean, look at that doll. In fact, that is a clone. That is a clone Cindy doll. It doesn't say. I wonder where that one's from. What magazine is it from? The Friend Doctor. I just love old magazines anyway, full stop. They're just so funny, and some of the terms, and I love that. I've got a bit of a thing about Polar Necks. You've seen I've got mine on today. I just think they're so cozy and so cute. It doesn't mention again which magazine they're from, but I'm actually going to sit and read. I mean, look, there's a little article here. Do you believe in fairies? Streets from us by the time we arrived. Oh, it's continued from page 34, and I don't think I've got page 34. Never mind. I was going to read a little story there, but there's the end of that. Oh, Mum's got this one. We have a book with those. So I do have a book with those, but sometimes it's nice to have a photocopy because... Just had a tiny pause there. Apologies for that. This is the card my friend sent. And she's just put, hope this is fun to read. It will be. I need to spend a bit of time looking at it. And then obviously she's got this gorgeous fashion museum card because that's sort of the industry that she's in there. So let's have a look at Mum's book now. Knitted Outfits for Teenage Dolls. Well, Teenage Dolls, we know who it is. It's got to be a British book at that. Look at that, £3.50. £3.50. Well, you're not going to book for £3.50 now. And I don't know how much this would be now. I suspect a lot more than £3.50. There's a little list that Mum's clearly been sorting out. Probably a list I've asked her to do. Let's see if there's any other information before we get into the book. I mean, it says obviously it's by Nesta Hollis with Winfred Rickwood. So I mean, it's not going to be available now, but there might be some old ones out there if you wanted to have a look. So that's just all the information. A little bit of information on how to do it, and knitted outfits, it says there. Now, some of these, as I say, I have had done in the past, but I just love it. Love this. Now that's gone sort of quite an old Cindy there. Now that is one of my all-time favourite dresses. I do have a couple of those for the doll. Now these are all knitted, all knitted. That's the gala outfit, is it? So I do, again, got a polo neck there, don't we? Now who's this? Is this, I don't know, I'm going to say this wrong. Is that an American girl, or am I completely wrong? I don't know who she is. Does it say? It doesn't say. It just says they are teenage dolls. Don't know who this girl is either. I don't know if she's a clone or something like that. But I know she's not a clone, but I don't know who she is. I know some of you do know, because I'm pretty sure I've seen some of you who collect it. So again, we have Cindy with our jointed girl here that we don't know. Oh, we got a little Daisy doll there. Now, Daisy's actually smaller than Cindy. So this is probably a Cindy dress, but it will also fit Daisy. There she is again on that one. Because obviously her outfits are very sort of 1960s, so they can be quite flared. In fact, most of these outfits are quite 1960s. That's another one I love. Who's Miss Grumpy Face there? I don't recognise her either. And then look, you see, look, this is my writing. This is what I've sort of tried to get. I want that one. I like that one. I'm sure you don't want to look at every single one of them. But yes, so we've got a Cindy there. That's some yarn my mum bought, clearly. Look at that hat. That's hilarious. Right. Don't think we'll be going for any of those anytime soon. But again, they are very of their time. So I think it's just nice to look sort of like history. We've got a little Daisy again there. So Daisy's actually, I didn't realise Daisy was in here so much. That's cute. We've got a little sort of... it's weird because that says that, but that's actually the next pattern coming. That is the lace trimmed negligee set, because Cindy always had things like negligees. So that's that one. It's like really weird. Now the skating outfit. That's super cute. Look at that jumper. That is so nice. Again, we have this other girl that I don't know who she is, but I do know who she is. It's really bugging me, so please let me know, anybody. And then we do get to part 2. Knitting with some crochet. So there's a bit of each this, and these seem to be, I don't know, sort of, well, you'll see as we go. So it says beach set Mexicana, so she's obviously on holiday there. Not sure what's crocheted there and what's knitted. You can't really tell. I mean, that's crochet there, but I'm not 100% sure with the rest. We have a bit of fluff in that one. And now part 3 is just crochet designs. So now we're on crochet only. And again, you can see I've put bits of paper in because of things I've asked that I want to look at. I mean, this is quite nice. I'd be tempted to try it. I wouldn't want it that bulky, but, you know, I can play around with that. And yet these are so fine. Saying that, it's a number 3 crochet hook, it's saying, but it's a silk rayon. So that's got to be pretty fine, I would have thought. You can see how fine, because they're meant to be lacy. So that is, what they're classing that as, obviously socks and mitts. Yeah, socks and mitts for that one. Again, bags. A lot that, again, looks quite lacy. Some crochet, yeah, we know here. So it's sort of quite a simple little dress, but it's okay. A schoolgirl uniform. I'm going to go with the little plaits there. Don't know whether I'll bother with that. I quite like the hat. The skirt's quite nice. I've done a skirt recently similar to that as well. Artist outfit. Oh yes, again, it's that young doll that I don't know who she is. Maybe not going for the crochet trousers, but again, very 60s. This is pretty. I mean, look at that, the detailing on that. What are they using in that? That's Twilly's 20, which I think I've seen. I'm not quite sure. Hook number 1.75. I like that size hook, so that one's a good one. national costumes. Now, this is where it's sort of a bit, oh, okay, sort of thing. Some national costumes you can get away with doing now on dolls. Sometimes people don't like it. So, you know, this is an area that some people might like, some people might not. So look at the size there, the crocheted fruit there. That must have took some doing. I think the fruit pattern is in there. Yeah, look, bananas and pineapple. A Welsh girl. Now, I am Welsh by descent, so that might be a little bit of fun to do. This is knitted here, though, so I'm not quite sure. This must be the crocheted one. This must be the knitted one, because that's definitely not crochet there. We have a little Dutch doll, or Dutch design, which is quite interesting why they've picked Dutch, because obviously Cindy does have a Dutch equivalent, which is Fleur. So I don't know whether perhaps that was the influence. I quite like sort of the little blouse idea. I don't know whether that's all in one, but yeah, I'd like a little blouse like that. Then we have, it says Dutch girl there. This is working the other way around, isn't it? Because before it told you what they were and then the description. This one's not. It says Japanese peach blossom. There's a lot of work gone into that. I'm presuming these are put on afterwards, because they do look like crochet flowers, but I think they've been put on afterwards. And I do actually quite fancy having a go at this one, the flamenco dancers outfit. I just think it's a nice dress. I would like to see the dress front on, because you can't tell what it actually looks like, so it might be one of them that I would just be having to jump in and see what it's like. It has got the twillies again, which I think I've got a yarn that's similar. If you look at the hook size, it usually gives you an idea. A number 2 and a number 3, I'm presuming millimeters. Would it be millimeters? That might be something I need to check. So on the back we have not much more information. I'm going to just go back to the first bit where it says what you require. That's abbreviations. I don't think it's going to mention. It talks about tension, and that is it. Now, is there an age for this book? There's got to be an age. I mean, it's got to be my age. Are there other books that are available? I didn't know. See this lady here, Valerie Janich. Now, I know Mum has a lot of her patterns, but I didn't realise she made doll clothing patterns. Are they dolls? No, outfits. Might need to research that one and have a look. Come on, there's got to be a date. Oh, 1974. They would be millimetres, wouldn't they? I think they would be millimetres by this point. So yeah, that'd be something. So I could have a go at that one. Not that I've got time to have a go at it, but I want to have a go at it. It is something. Mum wants the book back, so with that, I'm gonna have to photocopy the pattern so I can actually get it done. It's still got its original cover. It's getting a little bit tatty. Let's have a look what it looks like without the cover. There we go. So nice knitted outfits for teenage dolls. At least the dust cover keeps it in nice condition, because it has been well used and well loved. So that is a fabulous book, and this is an amazing book of collections, and I want to sit and have a read of some of the articles as well as the patterns, and then I'll be passing them on to my mum for her to have a little go. So thank you again, Lindsay, for these, and Mum won't be saying thank you to me when she says that. She'll say, oh, I got something else to make, but then she absolutely loves making them, and when she hasn't got something to make, she moans she's got something to make. So there you go. So if you're watching this, Mum, the book's coming home. I'll take a photocopy of what I want, and I'm bringing you some new patterns. So that was just a little bit of something, having a look at some vintage patterns. If you've got some and you use them, or you love them, and you know they've been passed down to you as well, treasure them, look after them, and thank you so much for watching. Just a bit of nonsense really as a video. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe and share. It will be some crochet coming up, and I've also got a little doll's house to show you at some point. So bye bye for now.